Expand your client base using AI. Zuri.k matches service providers by showcasing their services to potential clients online. It's free.
Welcome to the bold analysis. The President William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are suppressing Kalonzo Musyoka. Suppression of Kalonzo Musyoka is a wider scheme that has come to serve two political purposes. Number one is to clip, or rather to affect any other regrouping for 2027 contest. And number two, to counter something that I had established in my video of internal rebellion. That's the gist of my analysis. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our video. We are running the 50 shillings challenge to help us support us by an extra one camera. That camera will boost our production team as Team Bold, and by the our company is registered as Frontliner Media. Now it will help Frontliner Media to produce more exclusive interviews, well, because we'll have more cameras, and of course you can now take different shots. So we are running that fundraiser here, and I'm reaching out to you in a special way. Kindly, let's just push. We are looking at the 22nd, but I know many people have been saying that, Kevin, ulianza date mbaya, push to the end month. We will look at that. If you don't get to the target, maybe by then. But I want to still urge us to support us get this home as we evolve this channel. The number is up there, 0710 62 78 89. And I want to speak about this. Today, the President and Deputy were in Kirinyaga to launch Thiba Dam. But then when I go to Kirinyaga probably next month, I'll visit that place. I also want to go and see Thiba Dam. And I don't know that it's launching or something. And they opted, the two of them, to go there. Because that project and that event was actually just political. Thiba Dam was launched by former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And William Ruto wants to show that he's doing something for the mountain, which is in order. There's absolutely no problem with that. Whether it's for political reasons or not, I don't take an issue by the fact that development project is being launched. So during that visit, during that event, both the president and his deputy seems to have decided that in Azimio la Umoja side, they are picking a battlefront with Raila Odinga. And they are now telling Raila, you know, it's a bit of a double speak. Because Gachagua is saying that Raila should not criticize the government because he created a problem. That's what Gachagua is saying. William Ruto, we are going to teach Azimio Ruto economics. Is it agricultural economics? I'm telling you. Lakini sasa simlisema mnataka criticism jamani. So what's the problem again? You told Raila to take the opposition, to oppose you, criticize you. He decided to do that, you are then complaining. Or what do you want? But I want to tell you something. That Gachagua is telling Raila, don't criticize us for not achieving what we promised because we are still fixing the economy. And maybe you will criticize us for not achieving what we've promised some time back, because for now, we are actually fixing the economy. But I want to look at it and say, before I look at why they are going after Raila, why the focus is on Raila, I want to say that there is a lie that the Kenyan voter, we must debunk. This lie must be debunked. The lie here is that President Uhuru Kenyatta funded the BBA funds BBI with funds and funded Raila Odinga. And that was a corruption scandal that exclusively bungled the economy of the country, depleted the economy of the country. I'm saying it's lying because this is the context. What Ruto and Gachagua are saying is that Raila, former president, was misappropriated funds by ballooning expenses for the State House to fund Azimio campaigns or so. But what they are saying that they are not saying completely is this, that what affected government in the previous regime perhaps was corruption. And if it was corruption, because all that is just misappropriation, if it was corruption, then it did not start and stop at BBI. It did not stop and stop at Azimio campaigns. Yes, it can be true that their baby president funded Raila. It can be true. I am not denying that. But it cannot be true that it's BBI and Azimio campaigns took only 3 months. But Azimio campaigns were only like 3 months. From April, hizo zingine zilikuwa akienda Mombasa, Joho analipa, na sort, akienda wapi. Even BBI was funded by the political class, by the way. Where they will go to Ukambani, the governor sorts, will go to Siaya, and those are there. So, the lie that it's Azimio and that bungled the economy, it's not it. And number one, that lie is just packaging the fact that economically we're doing bad. We're not doing as bad as they are saying. That's the truth. So it was a lie. If William Ruto and Gachagua want to say that what affected this economy is corruption, then it's everything corruption. It cannot be corruption at Azimio and BBI funds, but it can, the corruption at the county, the corruption at hizo zingine isisemwa. We have KEMSA that even people who are on the other side now in Kenya Kwanza benefited. That's the truth. We are in this country. That's the truth. We are in this country. So that's the lie. But I want to say why Raila remains the target. Raila remains the target because he is the face of internal rebellion. I have mentioned, even in my previous video, I told you, people are rebellious internally. And Raila is the face of public rebellion against government. I had told you that even William Ruto's advisors, as of last week, were worried that the government was becoming unpopular, people are a bit restless, and Raila is activating people's thoughts. He went to Bunge Wananchi and also asked the questions on reduce the price of unga. They've been piling price on the government, reduce the price of unga. Now, going after Raila, saying Raila to keep quiet or to muzzle Raila, the call to muzzle Raila is just supposed to kill, is a problem because of public rebellion. Number two, they want to suppress Kalonzo Musyoka. The truth of the matter here is this. After William Ruto was sworn in, the person that has been so vocal on opposition is Kalonzo Musyoka, not Raila Odinga. But you have to go after Raila. You have to go after Raila because you don't want to nini Kalonzo. They don't want Kalonzo to thrust. In fact, it's Kalonzo suppression. Kalonzo suppression is supposed to serve political interest. Because if there is to be a contest in 2027, they will actually see as Kalonzo as one of the potential William Ruto's threat competitor. So if you bring Raila and you're talking about Raila, the media attention will revolve around Raila. And in that way, you suppress Kalonzo because they know that William Ruto's competitor in future election, probably Kalonzo's odds are high. And when Kalonzo speaks, they don't respond. Kalonzo have called 3 press conferences speaking about William Ruto's regime. Kalonzo even criticized Wetangula and saying they are going to court. They didn't respond. But Raila just went to Bunge la Wananchi and boom, everyone's talking about it. Lastly, Dragging Raila and going after Raila is simply just dragging Uhuru 1 into their problems. And they've just taken a buffer zone. They simply want to blame that Uhuru got something wrong. And I've always said, if Uhuru was the problem on that government and Uhuru alitumia pesa government BBI and all that, why don't you just blame Uhuru directly? Why are you going after Raila? Why don't these people just leave Raila alone? And you say Raila is ready and is fine to criticize you, but when he's criticizing you, again, you don't want. Raila's name is being brought into this matter to help drag President Uhuru Kenyatta's name, because President Uhuru Kenyatta's name is getting as a buffer zone, and they're getting worried because people are hostile. That's my bold.